I'm doing the series, The Cost of Living. People can't afford it, and I'm periodically picking up these rent books and the homes and land book here, and just kind of going over some things, letting you see the crisis in Washington State and what we're dealing with. So I'm going to go over some rental. You can look on these properties for rent.com. This is for July 5th through the 2nd, 2013. Okay, for the Seattle area. Seattle-Tacoma metro area. So these are some of the properties that are available in the year 2010. Okay, let's see. We're going to pull up some, kind of let you see. I'm just going to go through a few pages and then stop here when I see something that's going to spark an interest. Okay, look at this place right here. Okay, this is in Mount Vernon. Okay, you gotta go way out to the mountains. Look at this. And then you get somewhat of a decent place. Look at old-fashioned a little bit. But you get a dishwasher. And price is starting at $600. So you get a washer and dryer hookup. And it's over here. This is the address. So you gotta go way out in the boondocks, okay, to get anything. At least $600 we're looking at, okay. And you know, of course, there's no jobs out there. And you know, everybody has those jobs on lock, and it's like from generations. Passed down jobs, you know, family giving jobs, friends. So, you know, it's real hard. You try to move in and just think you can just, you know, get you a job, and especially a good one. I'm sure any state agencies right there are locked. I know they probably have waiting lists long to get in. Okay, and here we got Everett. This is like past Seattle. And they say it's affordable, but they won't give you no prices. Most of these places won't even tell you. They hide it on purpose, so you have to call. And if you ask me, that's worse marketing. I mean, you're just wasting people's time. Why don't you just put the price on here so we can just figure it out and then know if we want to call or not? So you have to call all these places and write down the prices. That's the way they set you up. Because they're too lazy. They'll put everything on here. Look at this. From the kitchen sink, the directions, everything. But they will not tell you the price. Because it's so outrageous. You have to hide it. You don't want people to know what's going on here. So I guess I have to call them all. And, you know, that will make interesting videos, because then you can see how snooty they are in the customer service. And of course, most of them will all be Caucasians. They got it on lock. Most of those people can only be the managers, by the way. I remember once I had an interview for a manager job in Federal Way, but of course I never got it. Because those jobs were pretty much only reserved for the elites, because they get a discount on their rent. And after all, why would you want to give anybody else those privileges and benefits in the system? See, this one even has a manager special. But they won't tell you about how much it is. Anyways, I wanted to kind of give you an idea of what's going on here. I'm going to have to make some phone calls apparently, because it's some kind of game these places are playing. They don't want to put the prices in here, because they're shamed. And I don't know if there's some kind of cap on prices of apartments. I guess you could just pretty much charge anything from $1,000 to $1,500. This one even gives you a little breakdown of the household. Look at this. So one person, I guess, has to make at least $36,000 a year just to live here. You're like, you can't even get in. Oh, look, they got prices at $720. See this? This looks like it's in Redmond. So, I mean, you gotta know, you gotta make money to live there. Anywhere, Redmond, Bellevue, Linwood, Kirkland, they're all reserved for real richies. Affluent. But I always recommend, like, if you're homeless and you're want to start over in a good, decent place, I would recommend you go to Bellevue, Kirkland, Linwood area. Not so much Linwood, I think more like Bellevue and Kirkland, because those areas right there are where a lot of real rich people live. So, like, I know this one girl who got housing there, and their housing, like, for poor people is better, like, on another level. They suit you up with a nice area and stuff, so when you're in the ghetto there, it's not so bad. It's not as worse, not crime-ridden areas. The schools are better. The homeless shelters, less crime. So you always want to seek out those kind of places to relocate and start new. And when you're homeless, they get you on a waiting list real fast. Like if you're on Section 8 and you're homeless, they'll put you quicker to the top of the list. A lot of people really just, if you can, like, manage to be homeless for a little bit, just hang in there, you probably would get your housing faster. Let's see here. We got Kirkland, 1 bedroom, $925, 2 bedrooms, $1,000. Do you see this? Do you see this? This is how it is here. I'm telling you, people. It's crazy. The prices. So you gotta make almost $1,000 a month just to pay for this place, just to live here in this little box. Yeah. And this is, I guess, how it looks inside. But this is, the way it's going. I mean, people don't care. The council people, the city, the Congress, I guarantee right now they're meeting in a special session. And there's no discussion about housing or poor people or any kind of programs. They're just cutting people. They're cutting the middle class. They're on the, it's just everything's just getting pretty much. I got free extended cable here in this one. I remember I know someone who lived in Issaquah, but they're cutting everything. People, I guess almost 60,000 jobs could be cut, but yet they're not giving anything or helping the poor people, the homeless people. child care and all that. What about, you know, people that need help with housing, and why not adding to the Section 8? You know, that's not on the budget. That's not in there. That's not even on the table. It's crazy. They don't even care anymore. They just ignore us because we don't have lobbyists that we can afford to pay to go down there and to talk to them and get them to care. Look at this. Here's another one. In Bellevue. Okay. The Commodore. Okay. Look at this. You can get 1, 2, 3 bedrooms starting at $850 to $1,500. Look at this. 1 bedroom's 800 square feet. 2 bedrooms 1,000. 3 1,400. Yes, you go big when you live here. But Issaquah, let me go back to them. I heard they got some really cheap apartments here. And if you want to go homeless, this is a good place too. You might could get a good Section 8 place. But look at the prices. They got 2 bedrooms starting at $1,200. Ooh, 1 bedroom's $1,000. That's like living on some resort or something. All this for $1,000. You could be buying a house for that. I mean, you gotta be crazy, out your mind, to pay that when you could pay a mortgage. These people must be, I mean, I wish I could talk to them. I mean, what's wrong with you? You could get a cheaper mortgage than that. And they got first-time buyer programs. You know, people can get houses with bad credit. The reason why I know this is because I used to work in the mortgage industry. I used to process loans. And I used to also work at Remax, Cascade Realty. So anyways, I'm going to cut this short. It's getting a little long, but, you know, you get the idea. I mean, what I'm going to be doing here. So you're going to look out for these videos, and hopefully maybe you can find a good place, a cheaper place. I'm definitely going to highlight those, but, you know, they're far few between. They high, those places you got to really look. I mean, they're like a needle in a haystack. But if you have, you know, if you're making almost $40,000 a year, you might be able to afford some of these places. I mean, you know, but that's just how they cut us out. That's how, you know, if you're pretty much out. You're stuck in some dump. So this is the way that it's pretty much turning, and nothing's being done. No one cares. And they call this affordable housing.